Hi everyone, my name is Said Salahuddin. In our last episode, which is episode 2, we talk about an enemy called average. In the first episode, we talk about value is everything. In this episode, we are going to talk about another topic, another topic in mathematics of human development that can affect our physical development, psychological development, social development, emotional development, and spiritual development. This is an idea we bring out from mathematics for you to apply it into your daily activities as human being. To the topic of today, the topic is start with zero, end with infinity. A zero itself is nothing. But without zero, we can't count anything. All the values start from zero. We add 1 to it, we generate 1. We add another 1 to it, we generate 2. We add another 1 to it, we generate 3. On a continuous basis, we keep generating this value to an extent that we don't have the end for this value. That is mathematics behaviors of number. In reality, people start from zero and become an hero. They start from scratch. They start from the point of nothing, a state of emptiness, a period of no money, no ideas, no cash, no followers, no subscribers, nobody to believe in their ideas. That is where we all start from. We start from zero. So zero is an origin of value. It is a starting point of any values. You create value by starting from zero, by starting from the foundation. When you want to create a building, you start from foundation, the basis, the underground plan. So zero is the origin of creating value. We only have two options. It is either we start at zero or we never start at all. Because it can never get easier, we only get stronger. Starting is a very obvious way of building. When you start, after starting, what matters is for you to keep doing it. That is how we generate numbers. When you start with 1, you add up another 1, 2, you add up another 1, 3. You add up another 1, 4. You keep adding 5. But what is value we are talking about? Value we are talking about is like a consumption. You eat food so that you can build your physical capacity, so that you can be okay. You can feel good about yourself. So when you are consuming knowledge, when you are consuming wisdoms, when you are consuming different things in life, experience from others, as you are consuming, you are adding value to yourself. By production, you are creating values for others. So when you add value to yourself, you will increase the value of yourself. It's like you moving and progressing in the curve of development. So when you are producing, that means you believe in yourself that there is a value from you can add to the world. That is why in the last episode we talked about the different type of opposition values that affect our performance as human beings. One of it is fear. After eliminating the fear, you create a belief system for yourself to add values to others, to give them values, to render service to them. It can be selfless service and it can be paid one. You render service to them. This is a way of you creating more values, just like numbers did. You know, numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But when you keep counting, you can't. It doesn't have any end. It is indefinite and infinite. Now, to our development as human being, value is the only option we have to create. That is why we don't talk about success, achievements, all this topic, we don't talk about it in this channel. We talk about values, how to create more values. Because you don't need to think of being more successful. Just think of how you can create more values for yourself. Values is the only thing that make you the demand of audience. When you have values for them, they will always come to you. Now, you have to balance the consumption and production scales. As you are consuming knowledge, you have to be sharing knowledge to others. As you are consuming values, you have to share values to others. You must take values. That means you must get the values from others. Value is everything. That is our first episode. The topic for the first, value is everything. So you must get a value from others. When you get a value from others, by believing that everything is valuable, you have to create values from to others also. That means you are balancing the scales of development. When you get it, you have to give it out. You don't own it. Now, you feel good when you are consuming, but it is nothing when you are not producing. When you are just consuming, it is a waste of time. When you are consuming without any production, you are wasting your time, because you keep on consuming, there is no work done. And when you are producing without consuming, it is a waste of life. You are just producing, you are not consuming. That means you are not refreshing your energy. That is a waste of life. The two must be balanced. That is why we have numbers as a value that keep on going. It starts from nothing and keep going without any terminating or stopping end. So you don't have any excuse for not taking action, since you have to start with zero. Start where you are, start how you are, and start with what you have now. You have to start today. You don't have to procrastinate, or you don't have to give any excuse. You have to start now. Take action. As yourself, you are a value on your own. There are some things that you can only do. Nobody can do it. As you perform in that aspect, nobody can perform to your level. Those things create more values to it. Let people realize you as a valuable element. Share the values to others. Consume more values. This is how you build life in yourself. Mathematics is a study that deals with calculations. Yes, it is a study that deals with calculation, but it is not all about calculations. It is a solution to our problems. When you can think through the numbers, if you can think through the values, you will be able to derive motivations that is applicable to whatever you are doing, irrespective of your work. Maybe you are a farmer, or you are a trader, or you are a banker. It doesn't depend on whatever you are doing. Everybody uses calculation. Everybody uses numbers. That is why we are talking about value. And the topic is start with value, end with infinity. When you start, initially you will be like, how am I going to do it? What is going to be my end? That is why you have to have a vision. You have to have a plan. You have to have a projection of what you want to achieve. This is what will keep you going. It doesn't matter whatever the destination is, because it is not the end that matters to us. It is not where you are coming from. Sorry. It is not where you are coming from. It is where you end. And the end, you can't see the end as it is going to be, but you can actually picture it to some extent. You have to have the picture of what you like, of what you dream about. You have to see the vision. This is how to generate a level of confidence in such a way that you will keep going, non-stopping, no matter the challenge, no matter whatever you are facing through. Because when you see number doesn't stop at any handle. Number is 1, 2, 3, 4. When you keep counting, you can't. And when you want to, those things that can't, All the things we can't start from zero. All the things we can't. When you are counting something, you are counting numbers, it starts from zero. And what that also can't, all those things that can't in nature, all the big things, all the great things you talk about, they also start from zero. They start from scratch. They start from the state of no what, nothing, and they keep adding values to themselves. That is why following different channel, reading different books, studying on daily basis, they are part of it. They are the way of adding values to yourself. When you are adding these values, you will be building, you will be creating more values. You yourself, you will be a special, you will be an higher value. And when you keep going, you feel good about it, your life will be meaningful and will have a definitions for others. It's not that your life will be indefinable. You will have a meaning. People will be able to talk about you and let others know what you are doing. So value starts from zero. Zero itself is nothing. But without zero, you can't do anything. You can't even count if we don't have zero. So zero is something. It is something special because it is the origin. It is the starting from. It is the starting point of values. So if you want to create a value for yourself, just make use of these ideas of number. Believe that no matter where you are, no matter where you are coming from, no matter how you are presently, you might be poor presently at your present state. You might be poor and be maybe weak in some aspects, but when you believe that you can actually do it, the value will be flowing and the energy will be going. So that is how you will be moving. You'll be moving, you'll be progressing in the ladder, and before you know it, you are going to get to the top of whatever you like. That is the topic in this episode. Start with zero and end with infinity. We only have two options. It is either we start at zero or we never start at all. You see, the journey of 1,000 miles, it begins with a single steps. The steps just have to keep going. When you take the steps now, you must also take the step tomorrow. When you take it tomorrow, you must also take it next tomorrow. That is like adding little values to yourself. One, when you add it to one, you get two. When you add one to two, you get three. When you add one to three, you get four. When you keep going, your value will be increasing as an human being. And when you increase your values, you'll be generating more incomes for yourself. You'll be generating more valuable things for yourself, more assets, more properties. You will be developing yourself financially, spiritually. You'll be developed. Spiritually, economically, you will be developed. Socially, you will be developed. In the social aspect is that when you have values as a person, people will come to you. People will be there for you. They will be like, what do you have to say today? So they will be listening to you. That is how you create values. But when you are not valuable as an element on this earth, when you are not valuable, people will not care about you. So socially, you can create more wealth for yourself by becoming more valuable. And valuable is like consumption of things. When you consume more knowledge, you must also produce knowledge. When you are balancing the scales between these tools, you are creating values for yourself. So value is starting from zero and end with infinity. The beauty of value is that we can generate bigger values from the least values, which is zero. So from zero we create and we get heroes. From nothing we have something, and from impossibility we create possibilities. From ordinarily we have extraordinary. So at any level you have, you can actually build on and create more values for yourself. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, like the videos and comment. Thank you.